Welcome to our printer evaluation from Industry Analysts, Inc., a market research and product testing firm focused exclusively on the print industry. Today we are going to look at the OKI MC561 all-in-one printer, copier, fax, scanner device. No vendor paid for this, and OKI sent us the printer to try out. The device is about $600, $699 to buy. It's got a 50-sheet feeder, 350 sheet standard paper capacity, and a black cost of 2.5 cents per page with a color cost of about 5.7 cents per page. So let's set up this device. OKI was kind enough to send us some extra supplies with it. You see bundled on top. Here's the inside of the box. Quite a decent amount of styrofoam in there. I know a lot of these companies need to ship with styrofoam, but these days I gotta think there's a better way to ship. There's gotta be some other material these companies can use that's a little greener. So here we're gonna start pulling the tape off. There's a ton of tape on this machine. Helps keep it still and from getting jostled around during the shipping. Make sure you get it all. There's tape pretty much everywhere in this machine, inside and out. You want to make sure you get every piece of it, otherwise you're going to have problems when you go to try to use the machine. So the cost per page on this device for black is a bit high at 2.5 cents a page. It's a good cost per page though if you're printing a lot of color. Generally when you see an inexpensive color printer like this, you wind up paying quite a bit more for those color prints. But with this OKI product, that's not the case. Color printing is actually very inexpensive. So we're just about done. Pull a little bit more tape off, and you're going to make sure that you shift those blue pieces to the side to lock those print cartridges in. Those are the toner cartridges. A little bit more tape inside here. So now it's all set. I'm going to shut this. And all that's left is to load it with some paper. Turn it on. You can see right there, there's a USB port where you can plug in a USB drive and either print from it or scan to it, which is a very useful feature. Printer's ready to fire up. The paper cassette is only 350 sheets. We think that is kind of a weakness with the machine. Generally, you would want a business class machine to have a 500 sheet paper capacity. Paper reams come in 500 sheet reams, and if you're only putting 350 in, then you have to make sure you put the rest of the paper somewhere else to store. Here's all the refuse. That was quite a bit of garbage left over from this. Back to the paper. When you only have 350 sheets, you need to put the other 150 somewhere else. It can get damp, it can get bent or curled, and it can lead to jams down the road. The time to unbox this and set it up was about 14 minutes, a little bit under. You can see the size of the machine is pretty small. There's our test laptop next to it. Some pictures of the touch screen, of the print screen. It's not a touch screen. It's an LCD, but it's a nice screen. So we're going to install the print drivers for this device. There are Mac drivers, PCL drivers, and PostScript drivers. And here are all the screens you're going to see when you load this. It's nice OKI doesn't bombard you with a lot of advertisements the way some other famous printer companies will do. Installing these drivers was extremely fast for a network printer. It was under 4 minutes, which is just much faster than most other companies. So we're going to look at some of the other things you can install here on this screen. It's a little confusing if you want to set the scanning up. We had a lot of problems setting scanning up on this machine. It took us over half an hour to figure it out. It's not labeled very well. If you don't have an IT person, you're going to struggle with that. Here are the print drivers. They're very nice, very clear. And then on this last one, this last tab, you're going to see color. You have a large variety of different color options: Office Color, Graphics Pro. We didn't see much of a difference between the Automatic and the Graphic Pro, other than the length of time it took to print. If you're printing graphic heavy images, it may make more of a difference, but on our tests it did not. It did take almost 3 times longer to print using that. So print speeds, when we tested at the published speed is 27 pages a minute, we got for one page, it prints about 5 pages a minute. 13 seconds for your first page. You can see it here. We're going to show you. I just hit the print button and now we're waiting for the print to come out. We never got anywhere near the published 27 pages per minute, but that's pretty much standard in this industry. Nobody ever really prints at the rates that they say they will for the most part. So our conclusion, good price. We like the bundled Paperport and Omni page. Image quality was very, very good. We didn't like how it had a bad smell to the machine at the beginning. It was very difficult to install the scanning. The smell did go away, by the way. And it was extremely noisy. This product takes a long time to quiet down unless you know to hit the sleep mode. So our final thoughts are this is a great purchase price and a good color cost per page. The image quality is excellent and we like the bundled OCR. That's a nice touch. The black print cost is high. Scanning is hard to install and difficult to use. The machine is extremely noisy and the fan runs for over 30 minutes after you print each job. It's very loud and unless you remember to put it to sleep, it's going to be a little bit annoying for you. This is a great little printer for somebody with an IT department or IT background and if it's not going to sit right next to you. Thanks very much for watching.